I knew it. I knew the Soviets wouldn't be willing to go to war. And it looks like the president took my advice. The Soviets backed off immediately, sensing the dangers of getting involved. However, they have insisted, at least publicly and privately, that the Mexican guerrillas are no longer going to be funded by the Soviets, and nor do they have any connections. The army is doing the best it can to assist the Federal Republic of Mexico, but it does seem they're going to have some difficulties. Meanwhile, the army is bogged down in China, and I'm not quite sure what the next move is. China is proving to be a bit more of a quagmire than we originally thought. But, unfortunately, I think we all knew the possibility. The Dutch, however, surprised me. A sneak attack coming out of Hollandia as our fleet was moving into position. They rallied what sailors they could and sailed out. And surprisingly, they were ready to get entirely close, using the cover of the early morning into the day. With heavy fog, no one could quite see. Once the fog lifted, they were mainly only about a couple of kilometers away. At least that's how it was described to me. Ceaseless took a pummeling, 3 torpedoes, and most of her lower decks flooded. It's a miracle she was able to drag herself out of there, and Courageous was in a similar state of disrepair. Mississippi, the only capital ship with large enough guns to really do heavy amounts of damage, was forced to lead the cruisers and her 2 destroyer escorts by herself. Mississippi single-handedly sent 5 ships to the bottom, and Huron sent 4. With the Dutch Navy now reeling from another catastrophic defeat, it was only a matter of time before they surrender, but it seems that they're holding out. In other news, it seems that the last Chinese submarines have been driven away from Belgium. But I fear something is on the horizon. Lookouts today in Britain spotted a large Chinese formation heading through the North Sea, towards Antwerp. It looks like they're picking the fleet out for a fight. I've went ahead and moved most of the fleet out to cover the entrance to the English Channel and the North Sea. But currently we don't see anything. It's odd being at sea again and on a ship. Meanwhile, I've also heard some other news. More ship sales are going well. It seems our allies are very intent on keeping good relations. And, this just suddenly got past me. The final pockets of resistance in southern Turkey have been defeated. Now it's just up to... Well, no, I read that wrong. Looks like the Shah of Iran has just sent another message, stating that the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire has been freed from his military captors, although it is likely that he will not make it through the night. It seems he's been poisoned. Probably a last-ditch effort. His family, on the other hand, is fine, besides bumps and bruises, and a couple of them are a bit ill. But the doctors have said they've gotten him the Sultan to a medical hospital in Rome, and he might just make it. It's a long shot, but he might make it, which is good for the stability, and he might prove to be a useful ally. His disdain for the military junta in the Ottoman Empire could help us in the future. Syria is now completely unthreatened. The Kingdom of Syria is now still a part of our Commonwealth, at least for the time being. But other good news keeps coming in. More ships are being ready, and the Halsey class is just about ready to be moving into the final stages of construction, as well as developments in a new radar system and a new Mark II 18-inch gun. It's not a Mark III version that I would have preferred before I start looking at designs for the next battleship class, which I believe I will be naming after presidents. It seems that wish has been in the mind of the current president for some time. Pay homage to the ones who came before him and the ones who came before us. Washington would be a natural one, but he also wants another class of 16-inch gun on ships, and Congress seeing as that now the entire world seems to be against us, is ready to approve. It wasn't the president's wish to be a war maker, but unfortunately, the world is against us, the United States. The president is more of a, well, I don't want to call him a warmonger, he's not. He's not dovish either, he's a realist. Despite the criticisms I have of him, and many of them are just minor disagreements about policy, we do agree on one thing, that the Navy needs to remain strong. Excuse me, soldier, what are you doing in here? What? I see. Get the captain. Oh, you've already gotten him. Excellent. Where's your station? You don't have one. Tell you what. Go downstairs to my cabin. You'll find a key. Here, take this key. Ah, nice catch. Now, take that key, unlock it. Third drawer on the dresser. You'll find a helmet there. Grab one, and grab one for yourself. Looks like we're about to get into a fight. And alert the fleet to assume battle formation and general quarters. It seems that the Chinese North Sea Fleet has finally come into radar range. Our allies in Britain have spotted them, and the Dutch resistance, who are still trying to fight off the Soviets, have alerted us. They are coming, and they're coming swiftly. It's no battleships, but it's heavy cruisers, and a large squadron of them, with some escorts. The fleet should be able to take them, but I now have to resume battle duties. And, quite frankly, I have hope that we'll make it through. This is Admiral Gurney. Me, out. Hey everyone, 30-6 here, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, the American Campaign. So, as you heard from Admiral Gurney in the beginning of this episode, I was recording a special episode to talk about the recent developments over the last two episodes, and this battle popped up at the end of the last episode, so I thought it would be fun to include a short little story bit where Admiral Gurney is aboard the Florida and is now called into battle. First time he's been at sea in a long time, and now he must lead the fleet directly to engage the Chinese cruiser squadron that has come out of the North Sea. I hope it picked up the klaxon alarm sound effect I had playing, but if it didn't, oh well. So, everything's set up, and we are now ready to fight. This is picking up essentially right after I got done recording the last episode, and the little special story bit at the beginning of this one. So, let's get started. And of course, yes, this episode we will be designing the other ships. I just thought it was important to maybe do something a little bit interesting and start it off a little bit differently. I know Stealth 17, who again is one of the people who inspired me to do this series, has done one of his staples, I would say, is he has a story, an Admiral story, kind of a little tidbit at the beginning of each episode. And so I thought maybe I would incorporate it, and we'll see how you guys like it. If you guys like it, and you want it to be at the beginning of every episode, and then only do the special episodes as like a recap, every, I don't know, 5 or 7 episodes for the future, I would love to hear your feedback. So, if you all are watching, you guys are regular viewers, I do want your feedback. I always enjoy it. Even if it's just little things, like saying, hey, your audio still sounds a little bit off, or, you know, maybe you try this strategy. I always appreciate it, and it's good to have people who are helping you better the series for everyone's enjoyment. So, of course, led by the battleship Florida and the Alabama, who I believe is a Pennsy. Let me take a look. Yeah, she's a Pennsylvania. The Florida, of course, the namesake of the Florida class of battleships in both real life and in the game. So, funnily enough, the USS Florida didn't serve in World War II. She was scrapped in the 30s, I think. Like late 20s, early 30s. Her sister Utah, however, did see service. So, Of course, we have the heavy cruiser squadron led by Seattle today, with the light cruiser squadron led by the Princeton, the 2 destroyer squadrons led by Hull and Forest Royal. I am going to leave the battleships as their own division for now. So we're just going to go ahead and get us ourselves started. For the time being, I'm going to have both destroyer squadrons kind of just follow each other. Yeah, just follow each other. For now, I'll pull you guys out. Alright. So, we're going to begin our turn. Slow to half speed. Slow to half speed. Heavy cruisers. Join the battle line. Light cruisers, I'm going to send you guys out this way. Alright. So let's pause for a moment here. Oh! Big hit! Big hit! By the Florida. Nice job. Alright, so let's take a look. So I'm going to split the division out. But I am going to pop over here. Alright, Florida, who you're targeting. You stay there. Alabama, please target the Hohhot. Rochester, if your guns can reach, target the Zhejiang. Baltimore, I'm going to have you focus on the Zhikang. Bridgeport, fire at the Lin Hai. Quincy, I know you guys in the back. Kujing, I know their guns can't quite reach, but I do want them to start getting their guns trained in the right direction. As for the Princeton and her squadron, I'm just going to kind of send them in this general direction and not do too much. I might have to pull Princeton from the battle. I am going to leave the destroyers following for now, because we're going to engage in our turn a little bit faster. So, we're going to start our turn a little bit more. Oh, flash fire! Oh, wait, hold on. Where? Oh, come on. Really? Just 2? You don't want to blow up another turret? I don't know what it is with the AI right now and the single turrets. But we fought these ships before. Destroyers. Oh, I recognize you devils. Alright. So it looks like we've lost sight temporarily. Looks like the Zhikang is now leading her division, which is fine by me. They've temporarily disappeared off our scopes. I don't think it'll stay that way for long. Princeton, you mind giving us a helping hand here? I know you're a Springfield class, and I know you guys don't have you found them. Smoke up. Do not fire your torpedoes yet, but what is it? Shift right click. Yeah, that's torpedoes. Right. Shift right click. What? No. Normal. Aha! The Zhejiang sinks. Would anyone like to tell me why she died? Oh, the Florida hit her, that's why. Okay, I know that the light cruiser got the final hit. However, I'm tempted to give it to the Florida. But, of course, I'm going to play by the rules. Who's the last person to hit her? At Tallahassee. Alright. We'll go on 2-speed for now, just so I can keep an eye on things. Keep your secondaries on the cruisers. Actually, no, change of plan. Secondaries on the cruisers. And what is the Shift Alt right click on the Zhikang, please? Thank you. Alright. Let the secondaries kind of mull over the destroyers a little bit. I am fine with you all launching torpedoes, actually. I want to just fire them. There we go. start firing torpedoes. I just want to get the squadrons, these little squads, broken up. Give the cruisers a little bit more time to catch up to the battleships. So, Tallahassee launches. San Fran, you want to launch? San Fran. Please launch. San Fran. Nope. Keep your course. Normal. Aggressive. Alright. Pull away. Alright, San Fran. Target that destroyer. Alright. Division, turn your torpedoes off. And GTFO. Alright. Battle line, how are we doing? Raking them over. The cruisers are doing exactly what I wanted them to do. And that's the role I've kind of got planned out for the Halsey class. They're going to be the cruisers that just go in and handle. Rochester. Alright, I need to start picking targets. Baltimore, fire on that. Bridgeport, where are you? Hi, sweetheart. Do me a favor. Fire at that destroyer there. The Lin Hai goes down. Take a look at that in a second. Seattle, do me a favor, sweetheart, and target the Wugong Li. Alright, now let me pause here so I can figure out who got that light cruiser. I said pause. Thank you. That would be Seattle. Alright. So, Florida. Target that. Alabama, target that. You don't need to turn. You can keep a pace. Cruisers, what in God's name are you doing? Oh, Christ. Okay. Okay. I see the problem now. Alright. Alright, now I gotta babysit. Alright. Princeton. Target that. Tallahassee. Target that. San Fran. Target you. Omaha. I don't know. Shoot. Anything. And all of you smoke up. Even if it throws off their accuracy by, I don't know, a percentage, do it. Engage evasive action. Alright. Tally. Target the Zhenjiang. She's right next to you. Alright, San Fran, in favor. Hit that. Omaha. Hit her. Princeton. Hit her. Please, thank you. God, thank God I was paying attention to what these cruisers were doing. Dear God. This is not the plan for the cruisers, by the way. This is just me not paying attention, but them kind of handling it. And quite well, I might add. They just do not care. They're like, oh, you want us to go engage the destroyers? Sure. We'll engage the destroyers. At a reasonable range? Nope. Charge right in. And you gotta admire that. Who hit her? San Fran. Congratulations. I do love some of the story stuff I've been able to write for this. Not even write, just kind of go off the top of my head with. Like having Captain Lawrence, who, if you guys don't remember... okay. So there are some characters in the series who've kind of shown up. The president has changed over time, of course, but, San Fran with another. Alright. San Fran, I have a job for you. Quilong. Omaha. Switch to the Dekigo? I don't remember. Princeton. Where are you? Hi, sweetheart. Do me a favor. Manchuan. Manchuan. Florida, how are we doing, sweetheart? We're doing alright. I might pull a destroyer squadron off. Alright, Hull, take your squad, torpedoes off, full speed, engage. But for those of you who don't know, or you've tuned in a bit later in the series, Captain Lawrence is the captain of the USS Wyoming, and I highly recommend, it's actually still one of the most popular episodes in the series, is the Rampage of the USS Wyoming. So he shows up in one of the special episodes, and I can't remember which one it is, but Captain Lawrence is the captain, now Admiral, in charge of the USS Wyoming and her squadron. And he became known for essentially the ship telling him, we're going to war, you're going to like it. And the only reason he became captain at his age, because he's quite young, I think in the story he was only like 23 or something. The reason he became captain is they couldn't find an officer. The officer was out sick, and Shuiwan sinks. Thank you. I think that's going to go to Princeton, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Princeton. But the captain was sick. They didn't have an acting officer. They couldn't get one in time across the Pacific, so they just kind of effectively field promoted him. And he would go on to lead the ship to a massive rampage during the First China War. Quilong sinks. Is that Tally, or is that going to be somebody else? You also all may notice that I shrink some of the names. Sometimes I think I get that from oh, 2 destroyers go down. Okay. Omaha gets 1. And who got the Quilong? Tally. I just kind of shorthand it. It was actually a bit of a thing during the war. Yorktown, some of it I get from games, but other times it's dead serious. Like I shorten. Y'all may notice that shift right click your torps to the G Kang. Do not fire until I tell you to. I think the battleships can handle it, but I'm going to send a destroyer squadron in here just in case. Hey, Princeton, sweetheart, would you do me a favor? Hit that thing in the teeth. I don't care how you hit him in the teeth, just hit him in the teeth. Please, and thank you. Nice hit. She's only got 1 torpedo left. Alright, the Wugongli. Hello. Who's that? Florida? Florida just did something. Okay. San Fran with a hat trick. There's little characters, so I think I might have okay, entire division, torpedoes, shift, right click, halt, normal, go. I'm bringing the destroyers after the cruisers. But effectively, it's these little storylines that just kind of fall along with the story. And I did ask a couple episodes ago if you guys wanted a ship named after you all, but I haven't gotten a lot of comments, so I will re-extend that offer. If you want a ship named after you, or you have a character that you would like to follow along with, for example, let's say if you wanted to be an officer on board the Princeton or the San Francisco, for example, I am more than happy to allow if you want to come up with a name or what year they joined the Navy. I figured that'd be some fun community engagement, and also you guys get a part of the story. Would you guys please sink those destroyers? Alright, torpedoes are out. Secondaries on the Chaoyang, please, thank you. Kui King sinks. What happened? Did you get bullied by a battleship or something else? I couldn't see. I know it's kind of a thing at this point for any time a battleship sees something. No, Rochester. I think all of our cruisers might end up getting a kill here. Find it unlikely though, but we'll see. So if you guys find that you want to, you know, say, hey, can I have someone, a character, be the captain of this? Come up with a little story for them. I'll try to include them. Dankyun. Tally. With a hat trick. Alright, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Would you guys please handle that destroyer, please? Oh, God. Ford on Alabama just handling things. Alright. There we go. Princeton. That's our second of the day. Alright, cruisers start to withdraw. Destroyers. Smoke screen. Torpedoes on save. Target her. If you're going to target something, target her. Alright. Why are you all firing at one target? I mean, you shouldn't be, but I mean, if you all want to, that's fine. Is Florida doing more bullying? The answer is yes. There goes Alabama with a big hit. Nope, here goes Florida again. With much lag and frame loss here. And skadoosh. Nope, blocked, 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 blocked. Alright. Turn a little bit in. No! We got her! Nice job. I think that's probably going to go to the Florida. Yeah, we'll just assign it to the Ford at this rate. I'm not searching for it. Alright. Alright. Florida. That's fine. How's Alabama doing? Alright. Guns are aimed. Rochester, you're just firing. Baltimore, you're just firing. Alright. What is that ship out there? No, no, no. Let's see who we got here. The Chow Yong is just getting deleted by a massive volley of 8-inch, 4-inch, and Dutch torpedo. And 10-inch shells, because I know we've got a couple of 10-inchers in there. Just getting massacred. Cruisers, do me a favor, turn off your torps. Down goes another Chinese heavy cruiser. Nope. Here comes Florida. Can she do her in? Nope. It's probably going to be a heavy cruiser. Yep. Alright, let's see. Who did it? Bridgeport! Now there should only be one ship left. So speed up. Speed up, please. Focus back on her. Alright, everyone start taking... Oh, she took a torpedo hit. Nice. Yeah, that's going to do her in. Nice job. I want to assign it to whoever got that torpedo hit. Alright. Very good. 14 ships sent to the bottom. Princeton took a little bit of damage, but I think some of that was there. Floodings received. Who was the last ship to sink? Hot, I think. Torpedo accuracy. Princeton, I think it's the hull. So we'll assign that kill to the hull. The last heavy cruiser. Damage dealt. Tallahassee with the damage lead. Main gun accuracy is going to go to Hull with 51%. Secondary accuracy is going to go to the San Francisco. And torpedo accuracy will, of course, go to 2 out of 3 for 14,000 damage, 2 out of 3 for 4,000 damage. Alright, so Princeton. Very nice. The Second Battle of the North Sea ends in another American victory. Very good. 14 ships sent to the bottom and only light damage on 4 cruisers. Very good. How are we looking there? 100%. So now they should no longer have any sort of power left in the North Sea. And I would be correct in that assessment. So we're going to go ahead and recall that fleet into Belgium. We'll let them repair, fix up, get new ammo, whatever else is needed. Pull them back into Antwerp. They were really only out there to hunt the submarine. I didn't expect we were going to get something there. As for the east, let's turn over here and look at this. Alright, 51 through 54. Where'd my kill sheet go? Alright, 51 through 54 against a destroyer. Heavy damage but no sinking. More transports. Submarine. Alright. 59 through 62 against a submarine. Can we sink her? No. Alright, let me quickly... Oh, that's Florida's third. Bridgeport's second. Rochester. That's your first. +1. Princeton. You're on here. That's your third. You killed a submarine earlier. San Fran. Up to 4. Hull gets her first. Tallahassee. Is that your first? It is. It's actually the first 3. And of course, Omaha. Alright. That was a really good battle. So I think... Yeah, we got one more month on... is this something important? Like Cordite 4 or something? Nah, this is just mine detonators. Okay. So we gotta wait one more month. Unless this is important. What is this? Yeah, advanced survivability. That's fine. Yeah. One more month. We'll get the Radar 2. And then, what is this? Nice. 6 submarines in a group. Actually, take that priority off. And we'll just leave it off for now. And then we're going to design our new class of battleships. So next turn... I don't even know if China has a navy left. Okay, they do. It's just not much. We have a strike mission. That seems to be it. I am also still on board with the idea that we might have to go piss off Ottomans. Nah. Boring. Alright. This is much more interesting. How are we losing transport ships in the Yellow Sea? I'm sorry, what? Oh. Yes. Oh, they got territory of Papua New Guinea. Alright. Are you repaired? No. You all head down here and handle that, please. Okay, who's this? A battleship there and a cruiser there. I don't think they're going to be an issue. Next up, I think we might go for Northeast China. Let's take care of these submarine missions just very quickly. Alright, 59 through 62 against the Wu Xuan. Nope. 47 through 50 against the Enjui. Heavy damage, but no cigar. 67 through 70 against the CH-25. Light damage. Alright. As for out here, we have an ambush. I'm not taking that. That's a bit risky. The fleet in Antwerp is back in port. The conquest of Venezuela goes afoot. Is the army holding? Somewhat. Would someone bring them reinforcements, please? I want to improve relations with... No. Naval invade. Choose province. Southern Egypt. Wait, what else can we invade? Hold on. Laodong. Yeah, we'll just try Southern Egypt real quick. Get that handled. We already have a fleet in the area. What else? I already went over that. Fleet. Okay, research. This is 18-inch Mark IIIs. I don't think I'm going to leave it. So I'm going to take that off of rangefinders for now. Yeah, improved torpedo propulsion. It's just less... what is this? Cruiser Submarine 2. We have to build some of those. We'll just leave it off. We'll save some. Actually, I take that back. Better communications and better torpedo protection. Because we're obviously having a problem with that. Alright, let's go into the design screen. And let's look at our new President's class of battleships. This is going to be fun when the series is over to try to square everything. I know there's still one more hull, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Well, actually, I also said we were going to design the new 16-inch gun battleships. That should help get very close to finishing off the 48 states. And I promised those were going to be the New York class. So let's design... Let's go with the Modern Battleship 3. Alright, we're going to do 60,000 tons. You only need to go 28 knots. You don't need to be able to cross the world. Oil 2. Standard quarters is fine. Let's go to naturals. Let's try gear turbines 2. Aux 3. Shaft 3, balanced, electro-hydraulic steering, modern 1, anti-torp 2, double bottom, double bulkheads, anti-flood 2, citadel 5. What is this armor scheme? Alright. Main tower, modern tower 5. Okay. Can I even fit? Cursed, but make it work. Nah, it's too... Let's try 65,000 tons. Not any better. Let's go up to 70. Alright, that gives us some space. We'll work with it. Alright, I'm thinking... We have 18-inch Mark IIs. They're not great, but there's something. I really want the triples. Not great, but it would give us a benchmark. George Washington. have 17 Mark IIIs, maybe? There's still Mark I's? Alright. Okay. Secondary tower. We're gonna need bonuses here. Aha. Okay. One of these. 18-inch 50 caliber. Perfect. Alright. Barbette 3 at minimum. We want standard ratio. We want standards? Capped, maybe? Capped ballistic 2. We'll do 2, cordite 3, radar 2, RDF, stereo 5, hydraulic 2. We're going to have to put auto loaders on this thing, or she's not going to move. Alright. Guns. Alright, let's not do cap ballistic. They're 18-inch guns after all. They're just going to be able to destroy anything. What if we went with standard? Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. We could armor up against that. These are only the Mark IIs, so they're not as good. We'd have to just do standard AP. If we went with capped... We'll stick with the standard, I think. Deck. Plunging fire on a deck. Let's say range, we'd have to have a 10-inch deck. What's our armor effectiveness? 158%, alright. Let's go up to 160, just to make my math even. Alright. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. So let's say 20,000 meters, we'd have to have an almost 10-inch deck. But that's the main deck. We could probably set a 9-inch deck with a 6-inch fore and aft deck with maybe a 14 main tower, 6 on the superstructure, belt. 16? With an 8-inch fore and aft. Alright. You need to have minimum 16 with at least 8 on the top and, I don't know, 14-inch barbette. They are heavier than what they normally be, just due to, you know, stuff. Alright. What if we did 8-inch secondaries? We can't. Boo! 6-inch? I don't know. Nope. We have technology. We have the 5-inch 38s. Alright. They barely weigh anything anyway. Alright. So, first inner belt, 8-inch, that's fine. 6-inch inner belt, and then a 4-inch. We want like 6 inches on the deck. Alright. 5, 3, 2. Do 5-inch on the side, 3 on the top. By God, these things are going to be expensive. What the frick? Oh, you need to be 5-inch 38s. You know the rules. Alright, got a bit of an aft wall set, but we haven't added the funnel yet. Okay. We might need to shift everything up a bit. Alright, hold on a second. Haven't added these yet. Okay. Aft offset is even worse, so let's move this to here. Drag this up a bit. That's as close as I can bring it. Darn. Alright. We'll make this work. We're going to make this work. Okay. Nope. Piss off. Stop that. fit there? Can I double stack you? Yes, but I'm immediately overweight. Alright. What if I remove this gun and this gun? Barely helps. Alright, hold on. What if I don't use this tower? And I went down one tower. That ain't gonna work. Can I expand her beam, maybe? Let's do that. Let's try to do plus 4% on the... Not that. Plus 4 on the beam. Alright, and we'll go up to 74,000 tons instead. I'm going to try to make this work. I'm going to move this gun up. Do that there. Okay. Alright, let me add the funnels back in now. Double stack. Alright. Shift this up just a tad. Alright, secondaries, 5-inch, 38s. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Alright. Drag this up. Okay. As for secondaries, 2-inch, quads, quad there, quad there, quad there. What if I put some duals? Where could I put them? Alright. Alright. Give her a mix of dual and quad guns, I think. Yeah. Alright, so we also have to downsize them. So we gotta readjust the armor again. So 5 and 3. You are to be 5-inch 38s. It's a little bit too far. Nope. 38s. You are going down to 1.6. Yeah, make this standard caliber. Alright. Yeah. How much armor could I... Alright. Right now, what's your range? 10,000. Can I bump you up a range? I can. That'd pretty much be maximum displacement. So, yeah, the George Washington class battleships. 3 triple 18-inch guns. Plenty of secondaries to go around. Yeah, I like it. So let's save it. And then... New design, 16-inch gun battleships, and then we might end the episode. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, how long have we been recording for? We can do a couple more turns, I think. What do you think? We're only 42 minutes into the recording. We've got plenty of time. Plenty. Oh, come on now. Okay. Please, sweetheart. Come on. I know you want to. Excuse me for one moment. Sorry about that. But now we are back. Let's go. Alright, what was the last ship we designed? Massachusetts class, 50,000 tons. We'll do 55s. And I promised this was going to be the New York class. Alright. Similar design philosophy to the Massachusetts, except we're giving them an extra gun, effectively. So. 16 triples. Many as we can fit. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that. Alright. Towers. Modern secondary 3? Yeah. Barbette. We're immediately going to have some weight issues. I can see that coming. Big. Bit of 4-way offset, but again, this was just kind of shaping out the ship. So let's back these up for a moment. We'll worry about balancing here in a minute. I just want to get the basic design down. So it'll look something like this. 4 16s. Okay. You do not need to go 33 knots. You're going to go 28 and drop your. You're probably on semi-oil fuel right now. Yeah, so oil 2, geared turbines, shaft 3. We could probably move over to diesels. It's just so expensive. Aux 3, modern 1. Barbette 3, anti-torp 2, double bottom, citadel 5, anti-flood 2, reinforced bulkheads 2. Standard ratio. These do not have high capacity. I just remembered. Alright. 16, 6, 6, with a 8-inch main deck, 6 fore and aft, 14 on the conning tower, 6 on the superstructure. Inner belt can be 6, 4, 3. You don't need 10 inches on the top. You need at least 8 to 14 on the barbette and 16 on the sides. And we're running into weight issues immediately. Drop the conning tower a little bit. Okay, 16-inch 50 calibers. Next up is secondaries. Stick one 5-inch there. That's a lot of aft weight offset. We haven't even put the funnel on. Big funnel? Okay, what about 2 tall funnels? 2 funnels. Yeah, we might have to start looking at diesels. Alright. Mucho quads. Alright. Now we gotta shift everything for quite a substantial margin. Maybe a couple of smaller guns up here could help offset it. That'll work. Alright. New York class. Yeah, 80 RDF, yeah. Can I get a pippa range? No. What if I went to diesels? Jesus. Dog bounces stuff there. Alright. Alright, 1 pip, please. No. Alright, I can't get it. It's alright. New York class. Effectively a Massachusetts with extra armor and guns. Bit more range, though. Pretty sure. Yeah. I like it. Save it. So we'll exit. And then we're going to go start the construction. Let me check my finances to make sure we can afford it. I mean, I know we can afford it, but can we? We need more capacity. Alright. Let's do a bit of math here with the calculator. Alright, that gives us 443,497 tons remaining. How close are we to completing some things? 1 month, 3 months. There's some tonnage available. The major block here is going to be done in 3 months anyway, so we can afford to do a little bit of stuff. Some of these are going to be a bit longer. I'm not looking forward to that. We're about to gain a bunch of tonnage, so I'm not too stressed about it. So let's say we did this. How many? We'll just do 74,000. Divided by 74,000. We could build 6 George Washingtons. Or 8 New Yorks. Let's start with the George Washingtons, because those are going to take up more capacity. So we're going to build 6. I know we're over tonnage, but it's not by much. So, oh god. Alright, so status. George Washington. Jefferson. I know he's not a president, but I think it'd be a good idea to have. Let's do... Theodore Roosevelt. And... Alright, and the Lincoln. So, Washington? So, actually, no. Adams, Franklin, Jefferson. Build in... Actually, I think I'm just going to build you all in the same port. It's easier. 56 months. Okay. We're looking at about 5 years. Just to build these. But I think some of that's being over tonnage, so I'm not too concerned. Build in Boston. I know it's going to be like, you're over tonnage. It slows everything down, so just one more turn and we'll get this stuff sorted out. So we should see that number drop. Yep. So that probably cut into the bit of time. Oh, Ceaseless finally finished repairing. That's good. Still climbing the amount of victor points we have. The blockade's still there, so I don't see that going away anytime soon. Task force. Uh-oh. Yep. Alright. Well, it happened. We knew it was happening. What in the frick? No. Piss off. Well, we knew this was going to happen. We knew this could happen eventually, and it looks like it finally did. Oh well. So I think that construction time will go down, and we might actually have to use those ships against the Soviets at this rate. Alright, same plan. Same plan as always, boys. Get them. Florida. Are you a Florida? I can't tell. You're not. And of course, the Yorktown class. Where is she? There she is. Destroyers. Let's get you guys up to battle speed. And fight this battle, and then we'll end the episode there. Yeah, you're one of those weird battleships, aren't you? Yep. Nice job, North Dakota. Alright. And who got that? Essex. recall the cruisers for this. Let the battle fleet handle this. They've got the accuracy, they've got it, so. Plenty of hits, plenty of hits. I'm hoping one of the battle cruisers gets it, to be honest with you. Ow! There you go. Oh, she's almost completely on fire. Oh, I didn't slow you all down to battle speed. Get some more accuracy buffs. There you go. No, entire division 16 knots. Maryland, what in God's name are you doing? Alright, build some distance, then you may return to speed. Alright, who got her? Essex. Nice. Very good. Alright. Oh. Alright. Let's see what our situation is. What's this? It's destroyer. Alright. Oh god, that's a big fleet. Where's that? Cruiser, destroyer, single ships. Alright, what did I get myself into? Just out of curiosity. Alright, you guys move in. Right, where are you going? Sea of Japan. Alright. Who do we have nearby that can easily deal with this? Well, first, the fleet in Antwerp. Here's what we're going to do. Pop out into the North Sea. Prepare to invade the Netherlands. Norfolk. You still have submarines. They're old, but they're going to be needed. So. How am I going to do this? There. Let's get these guys deployed. Alright, who does the Soviet Union also have as allies? Because that might help get some easy victory points. Australia, Mexico. We're going to immediately hit Mexico. Right now. Alright. Can we sneak some subs into the Baltic, maybe? Let's see if we can do that. think I saw that they were also all allied to Australia, which might be a problem. Flood the Baltic with submarines. Not the best place for them to be, but I think their biggest ports are in there, so whatever damage we can do. Alright. We should have some submarines at Bar that we could probably pull out. Send these 3 to Norway. Alright, do we have any submarines in the immediate area? No, but we have the Macomb class just sitting by. Submarines, where do we have more that are not at sea? Everybody's at sea. Alright. Change of plans. How much time do we have? Not enough. Wait another month. Alright. What fleet do they have here? Alright, we're gonna have to send a fleet over there. How much longer on this? 2 more turns. Alright. Who's this? Alright, you all, I'm moving you immediately to the Mediterranean. Scratch that. Get over to the Netherlands as soon as possible. Alright, who else is the Soviet Union allied to? I need to know what I'm dealing with here. Australia. Alright. Anybody back in the States that I can deploy? Maybe. Who do we have in Philly? Alright, we have the Syracuse and a group of destroyers. Who's in Boston? Wait. We should have some tonnage left here. Right. Portland. Yes. Alright. Everyone move to Philadelphia. It's the Langley class. We're going to move them all into Portland, and then we're going to send out the Langley class with whatever ships we have back here in the States that we can deploy. One more turn. We'll get this taken care of. We'll deploy the Wyoming's task force with Admiral Lawrence. Probably to I don't know. Someone's gonna have to go handle Australia. Who do we have in the Pacific that I could maybe pull away? Alright, how much longer on this? Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. The Hollandia fleet is gonna immediately strike Northern Australia next turn. Actually, no. Vermont, I have a job for you. Get off the coast of Northern Australia, effective immediately. We need to end this war as soon as possible. 59 through 62. We'll give it to 62, I think. We need to end this China war as soon as possible. I did not actually think they were gonna... I thought they were gonna deny it a second time. It looks like they decided not to. Well, we knew this day was gonna come. So, 51 through 54 against Destroyer. And just damaging them. It's fine. 55 through 58. Please take out some of those. No, just doing damage. Alright. Well, it looks like we're about to be in for the long haul. It's a good status. Let me get an idea of... Alright, 27 months. That's a little bit better. It's not great, But we've got 3 months left on the Halseys. They'll be deployed out of Boston. We'll send as many of them as we can to the Atlantic and try. We can try to send. Tell you what. We're not invading anything over here at the moment. We have a spare fleet I can move. You all. Move off Vladivostok. Arabia. Here's what we'll do. Once this fleet is finished here, or whichever fleet gets done first, this fleet I'm going to immediately send to block. I'm just going to hold them here and block any ships trying to come out of the Black Sea. Second, we're going to commission, as soon as we have tonnage to spare, as many ocean-going forward and coastal submarines as we can, spam them out in Antwerp, and we're just going to fill the entire Arctic Ocean with them. We're also going to deploy a bunch of them to Mangong, and we're just going to fill the Pacific with them. Next part of the strategy, as soon as this is done, we're moving this fleet immediately to the Mediterranean to assist the Pennsylvania. Immediately, like first thing. They're going to sit here. Alright, who else is the Soviets at war with? Because I can play this. Just us. Just us right now. They have a lot of battleships. They have a lot of naval prestige. They have just about equal naval prestige with us, which is not what I need to see. They're average. China, or you, you're very behind, but that doesn't matter. We need to figure out what to do here. Alright, we can't get involved in any more wars. So as soon as I have the opportunity to with China, we're going to make peace. I don't care. We need to make peace as soon as possible. Get our fleet in position. We're kind of caught with our pants down almost. Here's what I'm going to do. This fleet. Start raiding of Okhotsk. Same with you. Is there a port over here you all can raid? Yeah. Get up here. Moskalayo. Sit up there. I don't care about the kills. I just need transport raiding. We're about to be in a heap of trouble. And if we can get a blockade early, this would be great. So, is there another submarine force I could maybe move? Here. Yeah, you're just an overlap force. Alright. Need to set off as many ports as possible. Try to see if we can get enough naval influence to block them, and I have a feeling next episode is going to be a battlefield episode. And while I'm thinking about it, Canada's ally is Japan, so we shouldn't have that problem. Soviet Union is drifting towards war with Spain, Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy, and if they keep leaving their fleets there, we might be able to force them into a war. We have a larger army with the same army logistics. We have less population, which doesn't make any sense, but okay. Oh, right, never mind. They are admired. Got more ports than them, so we can survive a naval blockade better, because they have to block every single port. We have, let's round, say 1.5, so we have more than double their tonnage. And our GDP is growing faster. We also produce more oil. We have a bigger Navy budget. We've got plenty of room in reserve. They might have more crews than us, but we outnumber their battleships 3-1. Their battle cruisers effectively 5-1. Their heavy cruisers, I don't know, 2.5-1. Our light cruisers are about evenly matched. We maybe 50% more destroyers, and what is that? 4 or 5 times the submarines. So we can easily do this. So let me make sure I can move. Any more submarines I feel confident in moving. You need to stay there because you're in overlap with this. What about here? You don't need to be here. Tell you what. I am sending you effective immediately to, where is this? Oh, that's just the range. Can you sit for me? Off. What do you mean you can't? Alright, can you operate over here maybe? Alright. What? Here. Sit over here or something. Alright. So we're going to end the episode there. A war with the Soviet Union has begun. And so next episode we will focus on beginning the war in earnest. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you for the next one.